Step mode here and just drop in 4 kicks.
Yeah, so then press play.
It's a bit slow.
It's just what I like.
Nick and Gaz, this video is 10 years old already and you've been doing this for 30 years. It's amazing. This is a classic because it marked the beginning of our Retro Kids adventure. Without it, we probably wouldn't have made all the other stuff we did afterwards. So massive thanks, and I hope you'll be doing this for lots of years to come, covering the greatest in music technology at Sonicstate.
Hey guys, BT here. I want to say congratulations to Sonicstate for 30 years. That's crazy. 30 years of great talks about synthesis. You guys have had such a profound impact on the synthesis community, and I've had so much fun coming on there. I can't wait to do some more. Congratulations to you guys. I hope you're surprised. This is a surprise, apparently coming from a lot of us synth nerds, so it's well deserved. You guys have had such a tremendous impact on so many people in such a positive way, so congratulations. See you guys.
Hi, Roger Lynn here with a few words about Sonicstate. Sonicstate is rare in the quality, thoroughness, and fairness of their gear reviews, something I appreciate as a maker of music products. The bottom line is that I trust Nick and Sonicstate. And on a personal note, one of my most valued awards is Sonicstate's Top Chap Award, which they kindly gave me in 2017. So I, and I'm sure musicians around the world, offer my thanks to Nick and to Sonicstate.
Dave Rossum here. Happy 30th birthday, Sonicstate. Just wanted to tell you how much fun I have getting together to all the various events and trade shows throughout the world. Our interviews are always insightful, you ask really interesting questions, and we usually get in a few good laughs as well. Here's hoping we can both keep it up for the next 30 years. Take care.
So 5 or 6 years ago, I'm at NAMM, and I am looking at the Hydrasynth for the first time because it was just announced and it was a big deal. And I had headphones on and I was playing with it, and one of the booth employees started aggressively tapping me on the shoulder and was trying to very politely and assertively get me to clear up the area and just move out of the way. And so I take off my headphones and I turn around, and there he was, Nick Batt, with his entourage of professionals getting ready to film. And I was honestly kind of like, oh, okay. I was starstruck. A few years later, I had a conversation with Nick in person, and he was extremely pleasant, insightful, and every single time that I've seen him since then, he's been extremely busy. The amount of work and grinding that this team does to bring you unbiased information about a very deep novelty is frankly astounding. And because of that, they've been able to do something that very, very few creators on social media have been able to do: earn our trust. It sounds cheesy, but Sonicstate is a compass for this entire industry, and we would be a lot worse off without their work. So Nick and everybody in the Sonicstate team, congratulations on 30 years. You could have started a major successful international drug cartel in that time, and I don't really know if you would be any happier had you done that, or why I even use that as an example. But thanks for your service.
Hello, Sonicstate, Jason from Nobula here, wishing you a happy 30th birthday, 30 years. Wow, I can't believe you've been doing it so long. Thank you so much for all the amazing videos you've done for us over the years. I still don't know how you bashed them out so quickly. But anyway, it's been an amazing journey, and I look forward to the many more years that we can work together. So yeah, Andy, Nick, happy birthday for Sonicstate. See you later.
Chaps, 30 years of Sonicstate. Wow. Just a massive thank you for everything you've done for me. I mean, you've written about pretty much everything I've done in the last decade or so. So massive thank you for the support. And I cannot imagine what this industry would be like without everything you've done for all of us. So huge congratulations, huge thanks. On to the next 30.
Hey, Nick and Andy, happy 30th anniversary celebration. I'm so happy you guys made it this far. And I want to tell you, you have a very unique publication, unlike any others. And my special story is when I was in Superbooth last year with Dante, attempting to maybe catch a couple stories with our phone, in a little rig that we had. We weren't even close. You had the stories out within 5 minutes of the product being put out or whatever was going on. So I think we've given up on that, we're going to bow down to Sonicstate and just look forward to another 30 years of watching you guys doing such great work. So congratulations again, and looking for more great stuff from you.
Hey, Nick, let's make some music. Okay? We're getting old. We have to hurry up. So start now and enjoy your life.
Hello, my name is Robin Rambo, otherwise known as Scanner, and I've been following the adventures of Sonicstate for many years now, and tune in, to be honest, almost every day to check on updates about new technologies, new tales, and especially tutorials where Nick and his team dig deep into the technologies and advancements to make us all wonderful musicians today. So here's to many more years and thriving, fun games ahead for everyone. Bye.
If you walk around a trade show, it's absolutely commonplace to see people with cameras shoved in the faces of poor hapless people demonstrating gear. But Nick and Sonicstate crew were the first to do it, and I think are still now like the gold standard of reporting an event then and there when it involves synths. And of course, the review videos, I think, are the very model of professional, comprehensive reporting with a objective standpoint. That is to say that Nick and Co are still doing it like Sound on Sound might do it, for example, where you review a thing with a loan model, it goes back to the manufacturer afterwards, and you maintain this sort of impartiality so that you can truly do a review. I think Nick and Co are the only ones that work that way, as far as I'm aware, and are still the gold standard. So, well done. And here's to another 30 years. Or a happy retirement at some point. Bye.
30 years of Sonicstate. That makes me feel old, because I've been using that site ever since I got into synthesizers sometime in the 1990s. The first time I met Nick, I didn't even dare approach him. It was at the very first Superbooth backstage, and while I was munching on a Käsebrötchen, he was editing and uploading videos they had just filmed. And I was amazed by the work ethos and amount of energy it takes to keep Sonicstate running. Congrats, everybody.
Hey, Sonicstate, happy 30th anniversary. We love geeking out on audio with you. Geeking out on audio with you and seeing what kinds of audio challenges you can throw our way.
Hello to everyone at Superbooth. I hope you're having a great start to the show. And congratulations to Nick and Andy and everyone involved at Sonicstate for going all these years. It's amazing. It's been such a great and valuable resource for everybody, behind the scenes, users, community, musicians. Sonic Talk's been such a great weekly kind of hangout and kind of point to bring everybody together. It's been a real pleasure to be involved in some projects and Sonic Talk, and I'm really excited for what's to come in the future years. Long may Sonicstate continue, and Sonic Talk, and thank you for all the support and good that you do for the community. Bye for now.
Nick, Andy, and everyone at Sonicstate, congratulations from all of us at GeForce on reaching the 30-year milestone. Not an easy feat, but everything you've done over the years has been exemplary. And from a personal perspective, two of the nicest guys I've ever met, and I'm proud to call you friends. So keep up the good work, and hopefully I'll see you on the podcast in the not too distant future. All the best.
30 years of Sonicstate, congratulations! Let's celebrate this anniversary by giving you a quick Sonicstate meme rundown. The OG, the drive face, gear acquisition syndrome, Sonic Talk, what happens at NAMM stays at NAMM, the Batcave, the secret double life, PWM, here's Nicky, Gasception. Thank you so much for being the living legends that you are. Without you, I would probably be reviewing underwear.
You're telling me that Sonicstate is 30 years old? Wow, that's something. And you want me to say a piece to camera? Okay, I can do that, sure. Yeah. Hey Nick, it's Rob here from ProSynth Network. Somebody's just told me that Sonicstate is 30 years old. That's amazing. is incredible, and you've done such an amazing job running the whole operation. You are the flame that I think we all gathered around, particularly in those kind of early nascent days of the internet, and we have continued to bask in your glow, shall we say. You do amazing work. We really appreciate it. You've inspired us to go out and do our own things. We can never match your standards, and we never try to, because we know that they're so high. We love what you do. We appreciate what you do, and you and your team have done, some amazing work. And it's always an honour for me to be able to appear on the show and contribute in some small way. I consider it a personal honour to know you as a friend, and I always enjoy our time together, whether it's online or in person. I'm looking forward to seeing you again very soon, and here's to another 30 years, although I'm sure you'll want to have put your feet up by then. But keep it on, and thank you once again.
30 years of Sonicstate. That is amazing. And when you've been around for that long, you get people of different generations getting into music technology, and whilst they may be at completely different points in life, they all have that landmark, that beacon, which is Sonicstate. And to stay, not just stay around, but to stay relevant for that amount of time is no mean feat, particularly in a world where technology and things are changing at such a rate. So congratulations. And Nick and I should definitely do the bat and ball show at some point, because I feel like the universe is asking us to. Happy birthday, guys.
Hi, I'm James from F9, and I just want to wish Nick and Andy and everybody at Sonicstate a fantastic 30-year anniversary. For me, there's nothing like passion in music and all of these wonderful sound-generating machines. And to see Nick on those videos talk and ask the questions of the people bringing things into him, exactly the same questions that I would want to ask and I want to know about. I know that passion lives deep within the entire team, and it's fantastic to see. I can't wait to see what they do over the next 10 years. But for now, thank you for everything, for the information, the fun, and most of all, just the joy of all of these crazy things that we love in our studios.
Congratulations, Nick, on 30 years. Who'd have thunk, huh? 30 years of Sonicstate. I've been watching it not very religiously over the years, but I do come back again and again. So, looking forward to another 30 years. Not that I'm going to survive them.
What's up, Nick? Hey, congrats, 30 years. Yeah, I mean, it seems it seems totally crazy in a lot of ways, but you've made it look so good, because yeah, the passion's always there, the knowledge, and just that genuine enthusiasm that you bring is very, very refreshing. And I've always just loved the show, and I've been very happy to be a small part of it. So long may it ride. Thanks, Nick, and all the Sonicstate team. You rock. Yes.
Sonicstate! Sonicstate! Happy anniversary, Sonicstate! And thank you, Nick, for putting out so much amazing content. You've been consistently posting amazing content for us synth nerds and music production enthusiasts. I actually got inspired by your channel a lot, because at the time when I was just recording my Dr. Mix videos with a cheap 400 pounds camera, you already had this beautiful look and the oscilloscopes. Look, this one, you see this oscilloscope? I bought because of you, because I thought it was looking amazing on your show. So you are an influence on my work, and I respect what you do so much, and you're also a friend, so I give you lots of kisses, lots of hugs, and wish you a fantastic future and success, just as much and even better than what you had so far. Yeah.
Happy 30th anniversary, Sonicstate. Thank you for informing everybody about synthesizer gear that they're interested in and at the shows when they can't be there. And we appreciate your work and your tireless efforts to do amazing things for our community. Sending all our love.
Hello, I'm Patrick from Bustle Instruments, and Sonicstate and Nick especially
they were basically my heroes back in the day, because like they were the start for me. They were the start of this like hardware journey. And I remember when I was trying to get into the hardware synths, I wanted to get Analog 4. And this was the first video I ever saw about Analog 4, and this was the first video from Sonicstate. And here he is. And I'm listening to every episode ever since. So yeah, like Sonicstate, without Sonicstate, I think I wouldn't be like the musician I am right now, or even maybe I wouldn't even like work in Boston. So they definitely had a huge impact on my life. So thank you, Nick. Bye bye.
Hey Sonicstate, very quick thank you for just being the best resource on the internet for anything to do with synths. It's been a good ride. Many more years to come.
Hi, Caroline from My Vaults here. So in 2016, Nick and Gaz featured some early My Vaults products in their Korg Volca Vibes video series. It was our first decent bit of coverage. And me and Luke, MD of My Vaults, we high-fived. It was so prestigious, it was like being on the telly. It was a real turning point for us. And they've been so supportive of us ever since. And 9 years and a rake of pints later, I consider the whole Sonic gang to be my pals. I've got Nick Bat on my phone. Imagine, I can annoy him anytime I want. Happy birthday, Sonicstate.
Hi chaps, it's Finn at Future Sound Systems here. Just wanted to wish you a very happy 30th anniversary at Sonicstate. I remember as a kid finding your website and it being an invaluable resource as to learning about all the different types of synths from years gone by, some of which now of course have been revived and very much likely to the help that Sonicstate has given the tech world. Thank you so much guys. Here's to another 30.
Hey, this is Richard Nickel of Pittsburgh Modular Synthesizers congratulating Sonicstate on 30 years. It's amazing. I can remember I used to sit in my basement listening to Sonic Talk doing DIY years and years ago, way before Pittsburgh Modular. It was a wonderful way to feel like I was sort of doing something that was part of an extended community. It really was. It reached all the way to Pittsburgh and helped me feel like I was part of something bigger. And I just want to say thank you guys so much, not only for having me on your podcast, but for doing what you're doing. It's tremendous. Thank you.
For me, I'd avoided forums and podcasts and high-tech talk for years, basically, mainly because amongst the gems, there's a lot of idiots and crap spoken from people who don't really know what they're talking about. And that was always a difference with Sonicstate, and it is still, for me, the difference with Sonicstate. There's an honesty. It's as simple as that. There's an honesty and there's a trust that I have in what you guys say, and all I can say is thank you for making me part of it on occasions and putting up with my rants. And yeah, well done, Nick. Well done, the team. Amazing.
When I first got involved in Sonicstate, it was 2010, and I remember the 15 years of Sonicstate banner being on the top of the website and thinking, wow, that's a really long time. 30 years is absolutely astonishing. It's so hard to run a media company in this day and age. There are so many challenges for media companies. And Nick and Andy have not only done that in a way that's been loyal to their community, but they've done it in a way that's been always fiercely independent, and so far ahead of the curve when it comes to almost every piece of technology that you can think of. The programs that Nick's got running behind the scenes that power Sonicstate, honestly, you guys can't even imagine. It's so impressive the way that his mind works. They were so far ahead when it came to YouTube, podcasting, all of those things. And they taught me so much about not just how to run a successful company, but to how to run a good company and a company that serves its community. So it's a real honor to be a small part of that community and a small part of that history. And congratulations to Nick and Andy, because what you've built and to have it last for 30 years and the impact that it's had globally on so many people is incredible. So thank you, congratulations, and I hope I see all of the Sonicstate crew soon for a cheeky little champagne, because I think that's well deserved for you guys right now. See you soon.
Hi everyone, Steve Hillier here. Congratulations to Sonicstate for 30 years of keeping us all informed on MIDI, MP3, how to mix, and complain about AI. Sonicstate's not just a website, of course, it's an archive of our obsessions, from MIDI specs to the choice between oscillators. So here's to the first 30 years, and I'd like to raise a metaphorical glass to the next. Well done, everyone.
Hi Sonicstate, this is Richard from Forever 89. A huge congrats on 30 years of trusted music journalism. And over these years, you've been an incredible guide, not just for myself, but also for plenty of my friends. And what I always appreciate about Sonicstate is not only what you cover, but also how you cover it, with curiosity and excitement, and with a constant focus on usability and also on how to educate the users. So, here it is for the next 30 years. Huge congrats and all the best from Berlin.
30 years. Okay, well, Nick, thank you for the ways that you have brought this incredible music technology resource to the world. Thank you also for inventing automatic gainsay, allowing me to work at the Bob Moog Foundation and Buchla and with Korg and Arturia. Thank you so much. There's nothing more important than what you have done as far as providing a resource for music technologists in the world, and congratulations.
Hi, it's Tom from Music Thing Modular. I just want to thank Nick and Andy for being the hardest working people in music gear, for putting up with all of us for the last 30 years. I don't know how you do it, for always having a smile and never taking anything too seriously.
Hi there, this is David Harrison and I make electronic music under the name Super Fog Saves Tokyo. I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish Nick and the team at Sonicstate a very, very happy 30th anniversary. And on behalf of electronic music producers and lovers everywhere, thank you so much for the community you've built, the expertise you constantly share, and what you don't read on Gearspace is Nick's ability to make the perfect cup of tea every time. Thank you.